See this guy running with his smoked and burned up computer? You don't ever want this to be you. Hello, my name is Danny Forts, and this is going to be my testimonial for a product called GotBackup. Hey, Danny Forts here, and if you've noticed on Facebook, over the last couple days, you've seen me very active. And, I don't know if you noticed, but for the previous few weeks, I hadn't been active at all. And I'd like to basically explain why. So, basically, about 3 weeks ago, I had this alert over here on my computer about my battery. Okay, actually, it was right here, and it had to be replaced. Okay, and so I took it into the Apple store to have the battery replaced, and when I got it back, I had this problem where it kept shutting down and restarting on its own. Okay, I brought it back again, and I would go through this several times with them, and eventually they said, "Well, we're gonna have to wipe your hard drive, and do you have your computer backed up?" And thank God that I had this stuff already backed up with the product I'm going to share in a minute. But what happened from there is they gave me my computer even after they wiped the hard drive and all this stuff, and it still was doing the same thing. This time it would even do it if I hit the volume button, or even one time when I moved the computer. I literally moved it and it shut down and restarted. So I couldn't accomplish anything on my computer. So I brought it back in. They had to send it out to an Apple repair facility. And to make a long story short, they said it would be a minimum of 5 days. I didn't get it back for 13 days. And then I got it back and my trackpad wasn't working, or it wouldn't click. So then they had to give me a mouse, and it was just a nightmare. Every time I got it back, it was something else was wrong. Finally, it's in working order. And again, to make a long story short, they had fried my board when they were changing the battery. But they didn't even admit that. Someone else told me that during the process. So I want to share with you why I wasn't stressed out when they said you had to back up your computer, because I had been paying for this service for probably over a year, and I was paying $9 a month for this service, and it's called Got Backup. And let me explain a little bit about what this software does. You install it on your computer, and what it does is you can designate files that it backs up. So let me just show you. Let me just show you this. So let's go to manage backups here for 1 second. You can see that it gives you options on what you're backing up, and it works in the background. So I had done all of this previously before I had all these problems, because obviously if I was trying to back this stuff up later, I wouldn't have been able to back up most of my files, because my computer was literally starting and restarting on its own, which it wouldn't, I wouldn't have been able to back stuff up. So let me just show you all the files that were backed up, because if I go to restore backups here, it's going to say, wait a minute, it's going to do its thing. Okay, and you're going to see this is my MacBook Pro right here, and you don't see anything here, and this is like what I had backed up, and you're going to see the users, and this is so here's all the files. Okay, look at this. These were all the different files, and these are just the main files, not the sub files. So for instance, if I come down to, let's say if I come down to YouTube, here's all the files within those files, right? And the same thing, I could keep going. This is, if I go here, again, you can see all kinds of, let's just say, let's do this. Yeah, see, these are all subfolders, okay? So you don't, this was a lot of stuff, okay? And obviously, I haven't taken the time to restore all of these, okay? But let me just show you how simple it is to restore files once you actually are you looking to restore your files once they've actually been backed up. So I got my computer and I was like, oh man, what do I do next? And so I go through here, and I guess I should just find something to restore that I haven't restored. That should be fairly quick. So let's go here to this 123 RF free. These are free graphics files, okay, that I got from 123 RF, which is a royalty free site for graphics. So you can see I had all of these graphics right here, okay, and I know I haven't restored any of this yet, okay, but you can see these are the actual files, okay. But anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on this, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit restore folder, and it's going to restore this entire folder right here, okay? So I'm going to hit restore folder, and actually, let me just prove this right now that I don't have this currently on my computer. Okay, so let's go 123 RF, right? Nothing, okay? Watch this. I sit here, I hit restore. It's going to ask where to place the files, okay? And I'm going to hit restore, and I'm going to sit here, and it's going to basically scan, and then it's going to go through, and it's going to restore all these files. And you can see it's restoring this right now. It's telling you the file progress. Now, granted, if this was 5 years of files, which was what was on my computer, then the 5 years of files would take a very long time. So you got to be selective in what you restore. But the fact of the matter that I do have all those files, that they're still there, and I still have them. And the best thing is like, you know, I don't have to have all of those on my computer anymore. I can just leave them on the cloud, and they're completely backed up, which is great. So this is going to take a few minutes. It's 9:28 right now. I'm going to let this run, and we're going to see how long that it takes to restore all of these 60 files right here. So I'm just going to put this on pause just so I don't bore you. Okay, you can see it's 9:40, and it just you know, restored the last file. There's a couple that were not restored, and you can see here it gives you a report on what files were restored and what wasn't. You can save the reports, but I don't do that. So you can see these were all the files that were restored, and let me just go over here so I can show you that if I say 123 RF, whoops, okay, at least you can see there, but in the download section, it should be in here. It took me a while to get used to this. Whoop. Okay, so this 123 RF, you see, it was today at 9:40, 9:41. This is the file that I'm talking about. So this whole entire thing right here was just restored in a little over, what was that, like 12 minutes. And I know I know if you're thinking that, hey, that's not fast, and I agree. But here's the thing. The fact that you still have that ability to restore these files that were backed up on your computer, and the good thing is I look at it as now, you know, I didn't want to go through the hassle of having to go through, delete stuff. Now I can be selective as to what I actually add or what I actually restore on my computer, and then I can still have this stuff on the cloud as I need it. So, you know, that's probably a silver lining that happened out of this whole experience, is now I don't have to go through and just, you know, segment and sort and delete and all that stuff. I can just, you know, go back through and just grab stuff as I need it. So that's one thing. So let me just show you a couple of other quick features before you actually decide whether you want to pick up this software, because let me tell you, computers are like cars, okay? And cars are, when you use them, eventually stuff's going to happen. Eventually they're going to break down. The technology is going to get too old, and parts, you're going to need stuff. And it's kind of like having insurance on your car or warranty on your car. You're better off to have it and to need it than to need it and not have it. Okay, so something like this, I'm so glad that I had something like this, because it's literally insurance for your files, or fire insurance even for your files. So let me show you a couple of the quick features. This thing is the backup and share. And what you can do with this is, again, you can save a bunch of your files in here, okay? And these are not being backed up. They're automatically stored on the cloud. So almost like having your own Dropbox, okay? And how that works is, you know, you would just put files in here, and they don't take up space on your computer, because when you go here and you click on this and you when you quit, it's not syncing. Okay, so you won't have it taking up you know, space on your computer. So that was the cool thing about having this. This thing is called a briefcase, and so basically it just works as a separate manual backup and share on the cloud, kind of like Dropbox works. Okay, so so let me just show you what this looks like online. So this would be the online version. You can see that it backed up all of these. You can see 1,100, 1,000 files. Okay, 105 gigabytes, and in my backup and share, which is that briefcase that I showed you, is 10.9 gigs. And again, I can go right here and see those exact same files. You can see right here, it says #1 online page, right? So let's just go over here. You can see that here. #1 online page swipes is right there. So that's how the briefcase works. It's just that you don't have to actually physically log it in. You can just do it from your desktop and it'll automatically sync. So it's a really, really cool software. So this is GotBackup. This is what I was talking about. This is the actual product. There will be a link below in the description of this video. It is an affiliate link, so I do receive compensation. That's just something that's a cool program that you can actually make money or part-time income using something like this. Like I said before, it's better to have it and need it than to not have it and need it and to need it and not have it. You know, hindsight's always 2020. Like I said, I was paying for this for over a year and didn't realize how, you know, I was fortunate enough to have something like this that I could literally back up my files, that it backs it up in the background while I'm still working on my computer and not have to worry about it. And, you know, the fact that when I had these issues with my computer, if I hadn't had that stuff backed up, I would have been stressed out. I would have been, you know, trying to figure out how I was going to back up my computer when I can't even keep it on long enough. So my name is Danny Forts. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. This is just some of the quick benefits that you get, but feel free to click on the link. If this is something that you can use, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. You either like it or love it, or they will give you your money back. So take care. Have a fantastic day. I hope this video helps you to not ever have to worry when you have problems with your computer. Take care, have a fantastic day, and always, God bless.